All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to another VOD review. Today we have a Plat console tank review. They said I'm a Vanguard main on console and would like someone to view some of my recent matches and give me some feedback. Great. Simple enough. Let's get to it. Got 2 supports, 2 tanks, 2 DPS. Good. We're playing a little bit far up for my tastes, honestly. But if we're not getting pressured, be careful. Mag can't back up very quickly. So why are we playing too far up? So first of all, it's hard to back up as Mag. He's a lot slower than like Thor, Emma, right? They can close the distance on you and cut you off. Secondly, speaking of cutting off, there's more paths. Right, so one of the DPS can actually come over here and directly shoot us in the back, and then you're forced to back up as well. And then the third thing is when you're playing tank, you have to think of these people as like your ducklings, and they will follow you. And I know people like to say like, oh, but my supports never follow me, and that does happen, but I've done a lot of VOD reviews. More often than not, they will follow you to some extent, right? And so you playing up here, that's going to enable this Invis to play up here, and this Jeff is playing where he actually should be, way back here. So the Jeff is safe, right? But the Invis, if somebody comes up here, we're over here, they're not going to shoot you. They're going to see a nice juicy Invis. So we have to be really aware of that. So why are we playing up here? I would assume it's because our other tank is playing up here, and we have a BP, right? So what do? Let them die. You do the right thing and you let your other teammates get punished. And what will eventually happen is if they're a good teammate, they'll be like, oh, I was way too far out and I got punished, so I'm going to back up. If they're a bad teammate, then you don't have to worry about it because it was probably going to be a loss anyway, and you move on. So you always want to try to do the right thing. Bubble, bubble, bubble.
You are under my protection. Usually I create
Okay.
my own shield.
Bring Pavlov along into your rings. It's true. It's true. Look what happens. You're Thor. Right? Does Thor realize it? Where did Thor come from? What? Oh, yeah. See, he walks over here. And he gets direct access to your whole backline. He's bad, so he doesn't take an advantage. But like, holy, if he starts shooting your Invis over here and your Jeff, now all 3 of these people are going to fight the Thor. And you guys are going to be left fighting a 3v5 where you have no support. And that's all just from positioning. Now we definitely have to back up, and here's where it comes into play where Mag is slow, right? Look how much damage we have to take because we're slow. We almost die because of it. Too far forward. Yeah, dude. This was after some of the nerfs, too.
As graceful and lethal as always, T'Challa.
Let Moon Knight protect you. Are under my protection. What armor is this? Was that truly your best? I feel like myself again.
Okay, now we've won the fight. Let's back up and find a good spot to go in. Sorry. Let's find a good spot to anchor down where our supports are going to be safe. And where we're not going to get overwhelmed. This sensitivity looks a little low to me, but I don't know about the reality of needs controller. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's definitely not too high like the last person we reviewed. So that's... And once again, we have to back up. Okay, stay in the bubble. Okay, get out. Bubble. Good. Why is our strange going? Okay. Bro, what is happening? Did you guys see that?
By the eye of
That's insane. Okay. All right. Wow. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Yeah, good dunk. Okay. All right, so we die, we portal, we go in. So what do we do in a team fight? Mag is really difficult in a team fight because he doesn't get all of the value out of his primary fire, right? So I see a couple problems. First of all, whenever we're in a team fight, and this goes with any character, the skill that you need to work on is picking one target and sticking with them, okay? So it could be a tank, it could be a support, it could be a DPS. It doesn't really matter at first because all you need to do is practice the skill of tracking one enemy through a team fight, which can be really difficult. And then the next thing, we got to make sure our sound is on. Like, we have Fear Magneto going on. Like, we got to be able to be ready to shield and like bubble and then shield. Okay, Thing. I love Thing.
Down to 30 seconds.
Okay, we picked the Magneto. Oh, that's a bad habit. Okay, so yeah. I'm gonna skip over that because this is the end of a team fight. It happens. All right, let's just go to the next fight. So same concept still applies. The positioning is slightly different though. You're gonna find a corner to anchor down in where your supports are gonna be safe and where you can hold the enemy team back. Right now, it's gonna be this corner as best as you can with Thing. If you can over here, you might need to rotate around this way. But right now we're like out in the open. We're very far from cover. You really need to hug corners as Thing. Oh no. Oh no 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 no. Okay, so the way you want to cycle Thing's cooldowns, the way you want to think about it, Thing has a really difficult time getting in, right? So right here, we're holding cover, and like if we just walk forward, we're probably gonna die, right? So in order to get in, you have to kind of use one of your abilities. The ability you want to use is your, I think it's bound to square. It's this one, where you jump to an enemy and you do that. You always want to use your dash, your R1. You always want to keep that to get out. It gives you bonus health. It gives you damage reduction. It gives you CC immunity. Like, this is your get out of jail free card. So you want to be doing damage, doing damage, doing damage. Okay, fine. Okay, it's kind of time to get out right now. But I can kind of still do some damage. Now there's a Moon Knight ult. Now I definitely want to use it, get the full ability, get my movement all the way back up to here, and then we can fight again, right? But a lot of Thing players have this really bad habit, and I think it's because when Thing first came out, there's a ton of videos who were like, do the combo, change it to where you can like use shift to like pop the Thing down immediately, which is just like not what you want to do. You want to be using that to get out. Unless you are like solely peeling for like a BP or a magic or something. And even in that scenario, you still have to be mindful of it, right? So this is a really bad habit, and we need to know where like safety is. We're just like out in the middle of nowhere. What's up, GitBend? How's it going?
The Thing ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, that's the classic, Churro. What rank are you in right now, Churro? I know it's still goofy because of the reset. That'd be nice. Okay, once again, we're not really using cover, right? We're so far from cover. We need to use natural cover. So up here, you actually just can't walk forward as thing. You have to give this space up and just sit over here, right? Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if this is over here or if it's over here to you. What matters is it getting to the point, right? So just chill up here. Wait for an opportunity. They have to push to you. That's the advantage of being on defense. So like right now, we just like waste our health bar. About to enter ranked. Good luck. Good luck, Ibn. I believe in you. No. Okay.
Don't drown in the darkness.
Okay, next little thing tip is you want to use the haymaker, the secondary fire, I suppose. You want to use that because it gives you bonus health, right? Every time you hit, you get some bonus health. It gives you more range, and it does burst damage. But if you're not taking damage and you're close to the enemy, what you want to do is you want to do primary fire. So you want to do like just the ta-ta. That actually has a greater damage over time, a greater DPS. So 3 points from Plat. Win rate's going up now that I can sort of trust teammates. Nice. Need to get a good grind day or two. I'll be back to diamond. You got it, I believe. Yeah, the metal ranks are tough. I've hit a slump due to working out the coaching lesson. Yeah, that'll happen. It's like we're really like undoing things that you were getting value out of. Yeah. So hang in there, stick with it. It's a weird thing. And also, it feels bad for me because sometimes I coach people and then they immediately go and lose a bunch of games because we're like breaking bad habits and like the good habits haven't overtaken yet. So good luck. I believe in you, Get Ben. Just trust the process. You've got it. Once again, we're out of cover, right? Cover over here. Good. No cover? Bad. Cover? Good. So why is cover really good? Because at any point, you can actually just stop taking damage, right? So we're sitting out here. We have the bad habit. We use our shift immediately. It doesn't really do anything. Now we don't have our get out of jail free card. We take so much damage. At any point, if we're right here, if we want to start taking damage, we just start right here. And we're good. Ranked pain is weakness leaving the lines. Nice. A lot of the day one streamer guards are obsessed with all your cooldown combos. Yeah, they really are. Oh, that's not a good ult. So when next thing we want to talk about like momentum and when to use our ult, right? So our BP just got 2 kills. Our Strange got a kill, right? And so we're up like 3. Somebody's getting res, so we're only about to be up 1. So in general, what you want to do is you want to only ult if you're going to turn a losing fight into a winning fight. Or a neutral fight into a winning fight. You never want to ult when you're going to have a winning fight into a winning fight. Because that's just a waste, right? I feel like here we probably could have lived and been fine without our ult. Or at the very least, like, ulted at a different time. Oh.
There's still a chance to stop them.
Now we don't have our dash to get out.
Can't get rid of me.
All right. Our team is dead. Let's just get out. Yep. Now they have the point. Just get out. So right here, if I'm you, I'm sitting in spawn. And I'm going, okay, my team is dead. They're going to get the point. I'm just going to press G. For PC, it's G. It'll teleport you to the other spawn. Like here, what we're doing, not only are we not going to win the fight, we're not with our team, but we're going to die anyway, and we're going to die later, and this is how you stagger, right? Just let the lost fight go. Because if we did that right away, right, we would be with these 4 people already. And the only person who would be coming back now is, I guess, the Bucky. The next thing I want to talk about is I wouldn't swap between roles. If you're a tank player, just play tank. If you're a support player, just play support. If you're a DPS player, just play DPS. Like, I don't care what the team needs, because what's going to happen is it's going to ruin your matchmaking. Okay, so the way the matchmaking works in Marvel Rivals is they actually take into account what role you like to play. And it starts off matchmaking of trying to look for a 2-2-2 comp to put together. As matchmaking goes on, they prioritize the speed of the matchmaking over keeping that 2-2-2. So as longer games, you're going to be forced into situations where you have like 1-3-2 or 2-1-2 or 3 or something like that, right? And so what that's going to do is if you play multiple roles on the same account, it's going to go, okay, well, this person plays tank and sometimes they play support. And then I have this team over here that has 2 tanks, 2 DPS, and only 1 support. So I'm going to put this tank player in a support role. And then you're going to join and you're going to insta-lock tank. And then there's going to be 3 tanks. And there's going to be 2 DPS and no support. Because it thinks you're going to want to play support. Right? So unless you really enjoy playing characters in different roles, I would just focus on one role at a time. It's going to screw over your matchmaking. That's really funny, Churro. Yeah.
I'm gonna get some revenge.
Down to 30 seconds.
Let me show you on this stationary practice range bot. Yeah, it's really bad. And that's just like how content works too, right?
Us against the world.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume we're gonna skip over this and we're gonna just be a tank player. That's my guess here. Oh, we're still on Rocket.
They hitting real hard.
He's still on Rocket. We're still on Rocket.
Ow, that fucking hurt.
They did say Vanguard review, so I'm not gonna go over any of the Rocket gameplay. Okay, they play Rocket for the rest of the game. All right, so overall, like a couple things. There's some specific things. Weird how that works. Use your dash to get out. Use your jumps to get in. Always keep it. Yo, thank you for the follow. We definitely don't want to be switching roles if we can avoid it. Don't hold too far up. And then we really want to prioritize using cover and sticking around that. So, yeah. Anyway, I hope this helps. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. God bless. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.